Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am back with a birthday card using the MISSEES Pets that were released in the beginning of September. Now first of all, today I'm showing you how easy it is to combine several of these pets together to create your favorite or perfect image that you need. Now mostly I'm going to use the sweet cat because I want this cat to be featured. But I didn't want only this cat to be featured, I also wanted to have a cupcake for this cat. And the cupcake you can find in the donut dog. So as you can see, and as I explained in my first video, so I hope that you saw it, otherwise definitely check it out. There I made a coffee bunny and it was adorable. It was a black and white card with a pop of red. Um, that being said, I'm using the sweet as well. I love it. In each set there is like one word that is in a really lovely font, really lovely script, and you also have the matching dies for it. So that gives a really amazing look if you use it on your sentiments. Now there I also said you can mix and match everything together from these pets. You have the sweet cat, the donut dog and coffee bunny, and then you have a fourth set similar like this one with all accessories that you can mix and match together. Now as you can see here, the cat doesn't have any arms. Why? Because they are added to all the images they can hold, or all the articles that they can hold. So here on the cupcake you can see the two sort of hands. They are paws, but you know what I mean, to hold the cupcake. And that's how you can easily combine the cat, the dog and the bunny together, because those paws are exactly the same for all of them and you can mix and match. And the elements that don't have paws, there are in each set also has the paws separately, so you can add those paws to each of the articles that they can hold. So it's really so much fun and there are endless possibilities, which is really something that Karin Joan, the creative mastermind behind the MISSEES and MISSEES Pets, she already thinks about those things. She's a genius. There are endless possibilities and I just love it. You can start with one set if you want to, but once you buy a second set, there are not only twice the amount of possibilities, you have 4 times the amount of possibilities, and it's just crazy genius. Okay, that being said, I'm using my Copic markers, doing some alcohol coloring today. This paper is Transotype Perfect Coloring Paper. I stamped everything using Gina Designs Amalgam Ink Black, and I'm just working my way from my darkest towards my lightest marker and trying to get that blend that I want. For this paper I need at least 2 layers. Personally, I find at 2 layers I have the blend that I want most of the time. But if I need to, I can always add more layers. This paper can handle quite a lot of alcohol markers actually, without starting to bleed outside of the image, which can be the case for some papers, unfortunately. So now I'm onto that cupcake. So first of all, I'm using the same browns as for the cat, so that it's clear that it's part of the cat. And then I'm just going to color this cupcake using some browns for underneath. It can be the packaging or it can be a chocolate cupcake. And then I'm going to use some lovely pinks for the buttercream that is on top. So I'm just going from my darkest again towards my lightest, going back and forth until I like the blend. I found it a bit too light, so I just went back in with my darkest and again continue towards my lightest color. And once that's done, I'm going to take the matching dies to cut all of these elements out. Now the lovely thing about these sets as well, in my opinion, is that you have the stamps and dies all at once. It's one set, you have everything ready to go. And on the packaging there are also lines so that you know where the dies were coming from, and it's really easy to place your dies back onto the packaging. Now for the background, I'm using this incredible paper pad. I used it on the previous card as well, both of them. They are amazing. There are more pads, of course, and there is also a pastel pad that was released with some lovely lovely patterns on top of it. That also arrived. I couldn't show it in my reel that I did on Instagram with my haul because it wasn't at my house yet, but now I have it. So next card, normally I really want to use that. Um, that being said, I'm using the black and white version of the pattern paper. Why? It's just easy to match because I want to use the background. Well, I want to use grounding, and therefore I have that pink taken out of the other paper pad. I'm listing all the supplies down below. That's easy for reference for you. So that's why I'm just saying paper pad, paper pad, paper pad. I'm going to use this pink on the grounding, and then I have that gray sliver that I will use in between the two as some sort of a border. So I'm using this Tombow MAXI power tape to help me adhere everything, which is a really, really good tape. I'm pleasantly surprised by the tape. I didn't have it before, but I used it on a few cards now, and it's a really good one. So that being said, I'm trimming off the excess here. And then once I have done that, I'm going to add that sliver of gray in between the two cardstocks. You can leave it like this, but I personally find it really lovely by adding the gray. Also, I could have left the bottom white. That would also have been lovely for the grounding, but with the cupcake being pink, I just thought using a bit more pink wouldn't bother me. So I'm just adding that, making sure it's straight, and then I'm pressing it down. Now here, many ways to adhere the things. You can also, the cupcake is going quite straight today, but you can put it on an angle if you want to. That's the lovely thing about having the cupcake with the paw separately from the cat, bunny or dog. And then, well, I first thought adding the cat on the left side and the sweet on the right side. Then I switched it up. The cat is going on the right side and the sweet is going on to the left side. Now, personally, I found that the sentiment wasn't complete like this. So I went looking for an addition to this stamp, and I came across the Funny Bunny, which is a Builder Pet set. There are again many more with the cat, with the dog, with the bunny, with, I think, I cannot recall at this moment, but there are 4 builder pets, and then there is an extra hero builder pet set, which will give you unlimited possibilities. But I think you already knew that with the MISSEES. So, well, I'm adding the cat. So I was sure of placement there. And then I wanted something to be added to the sweet. So I decided to take the Funny Bunny. That's what I was talking about. So the Funny Bunny here, there is a happy birthday sentiment in it. And so I thought sweet birthday would go well. Now, again, many ways to add the birthday. I had contemplated about white heat embossing the birthday on the gray. Then I thought doing just happy birthday and leaving the sweet out. But then I was like, okay, we are just going to mask off the happy. Then we have birthday left. And I'm just going to multiple stamp the birthday until it's perfectly on there. And then I have sweet birthday, which is lovely. So having that, adding the sweet, and then it was time to do some embellishing. So this card can stop right here, but of course a cupcake with some sprinkles on it, I think that's a good idea. So I did these Stickles diamonds on the edges. I also added some glossy accents on the nose of the cat. And then I decided that I wanted more. It's a simple card, so I didn't want to overdo it. But I have these hard sprinkle mix thingies, and I have it in several colors. And I think you can add even reds or pinks. But with the black and white, I decided to use the black licorice hard sprinkles that I have. And I contemplated a while about placements. I sort of had the numbers figured out, but it just wasn't working. And after like really long time, I was happy with placement. So I could adhere it using my liquid glue and just have everything on top of this card. Now, normally I would start with this and then end with the glossy accent and the stickles. I didn't know yet whether I was going to use some embellishments, so I started with those others that I was sure about. So it was being really cautious. I was being really cautious to not get into the stickles or the glossy accents, which is really, really tricky. But with these hearts on top of the panel and all the other embellishments, I am just going to add some black glaze pen on the eyes. And then this card is completely finished. I'm not going to add anything more. I hope that you enjoyed this video and of course that you like the end results. I hope that you saw how easy it is to combine these sets, and this is just a really clean and simple card. Imagine when you want to use all those pets together in a certain theme, everything is possible, you know? So I want to thank you all for stopping by and taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon with some new crafty inspiration. Bye!